My name is Michal Dahan. I was born in Pretoria. My childhood was in Pretoria, and at the age of around 15, we made Aliyah and moved. I immigrated to Israel, and I lived there for a while. After that, I moved back to South Africa, except this time to Cape Town, and I finished high school. When I was done with high school in a gap year type thing, I moved back to Israel alone. I had family there, obviously, but I wanted to give it another chance. So I stayed there for a long time, and then I moved back 2 weeks before I came to Rhodes. Most of the people who talk about Israel Apartheid Week have never been there. They don't know what it's like. For someone who's lived there, for someone who considers Israel home, because that's what I think of it. When I think of Israel, it's home and family and happiness and freedom, and that is the opposite of what they're calling it. What's incredible is the first time that I heard Israel was an apartheid state, the one thing that shocked me, like just calling it an apartheid state, it shocked me because, you have Arabs and Jews and whoever else living side by side, people from Ethiopia, from Sudan, from everywhere. To even point out, to highlight a difference between them is so unusual because they're your neighbors, they're your friends. I'll never be the most knowledgeable or any of that, and I know there's still a lot for me to learn, but I know a lot about what does go on. And because I know what happened in South Africa, we grew up learning about it. We grew up hearing the stories, and it's also like a personal interest. So for me, I don't see the link between Israel and South Africa, but since people do, I'm just glad that I have the opportunity to explain to them what I go through. People talk about Israel being an apartheid state, and you sit there and you're like, it's not. It belittles what people went through during apartheid. It undermines their struggle. And for me, if I can just explain what I know and then get people to just research a little bit more, that is my goal accomplished. Because being that link between the two helps me understand both sides in a way that a lot of people don't. Any case in the world where there are people that are being oppressed and where their rights are being taken away, it shouldn't happen. I am very much pro-Palestinian rights. I just believe that in the case of the Palestinians, the finger's being pointed at the wrong people. If half the world knew of what the Palestinian governments have been doing to their own people, they wouldn't be rioting against Israel. They have no idea what is going on in the Middle East. People clump the Middle East together, but it's nothing like that. Nobody should have to suffer. Nobody should have to be going through what the Palestinian people are going through.